Hello, everyone. Welcome. What? Come back here, Benny. Excuse me. Oh, gosh. Excuse me. Hi. Oh, Dwarf Gigi on first, Zia on firster, and Crafty with the first Beanie treat. And he was... Hi! He was here earlier, so I don't think any of these were illegal. He only left for a minute. Hi. How are you? Hello. Crafty with the first treat, Peach with the treat, Dwarf with the treat, Ratleg with first dust. Hello Luigi. Hello Crafty. Countdown with a treat. Congrats. And Zia. Okay, so that's all 5. Bedtime for Rhett. Yeah, I'm getting started a little bit late. I should have been more prepared for the end of the stream, but like I started taking off my polish. And then I was like, well, I might as well just finish this before I start. Hi, Beanie. Hi, son. Last. Hey, Daggett. Thank you, Queen. Yeah, I did. So, like, I did this while I was watching the HK7 year over the past couple days. Oh. Purple, enjoy your lurk. I worked a little bit on the skin list today, too. I tried to not just, like, zone out and watch, like, the whole time. I tried to be a little bit productive. It's actually purple. And there's a lesson on how much more color accurate the hand cam is. So, I'm kind of disappointed, actually. I wonder if I had on, like, the overhead light or some sunlight, if it would pick up the purple more. Thank you. Yeah. Or even maybe without the ring light. I don't know. I bet daylight it might show a little bit more, but purple, teal, sparkle, these are things that webcams really struggle with. Yeah, I'm digging it. Like, it's, you know, it's like an ombre type of a situation. Gosh, it really is hard to see on camera. You gonna get back over there? What color is it on Beanie Cam? Oh, Beanie Cam is doing it better. Okay. Chat. Don't trust what you see. This is why you see me and I'll be like, oh, I don't know. And you'll be like, I don't see any difference. This is what everything looks like to me when I look at it on the different cameras. And I'm like, well, this one is kind of close. Beanie's is actually quite close because it's not like too intense. Yeah, I thought about doing blue and actually like seeing it on this camera. I'm like, I could do blue. Thank you, Peach. Thank you, Shelby. Thank you, Flamingo. I'm glad you guys like it. You'll be seeing it for a while. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not gonna have to deal with my hair for a while, y'all. Oh, it's gonna be luxurious. Also, if anybody didn't see the last nail stream, these are the tests that we did. And I'm still not quite sure how I feel about all of these, but I'm maybe gonna put that on my nail. And that's with the... Can I get a flash of the pink? I'm getting a really pink viewpoint of it. It doesn't really want to pop that color for you guys. Maybe if I did some flashlight time. I'm still not very confident in any of these. I saw Christine did swirl nails. So, like, I'm apparently, like, trying to be right on trend, but I'm just not very good at it. Hers turned out so cute. I was like, oh. Just made me so much even madder at all of these. I don't know. Of course, I didn't top coat any of these, and that's gonna Like, it's not the same as like with an ombre, but it is gonna smooth out a lot of the imperfections that like catch my eye. Hi, LTAC. Oh, yeah, I can see that, son. Is it paste day? This is a good question. Did I miss a paste day because I wasn't streaming? Yesterday should have been a paste day. So, should I do it today? But then I'm going to be off. Or I just start... Oh, gosh. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Or wait, did I not miss a paste day? Because... No, wait, it's still February. It's odd days in February. Paste day should have been yesterday. Hi, Jadoob. Your face is dirty. Okay. Paste, treats, nails. I already did my cuticles and everything. The day less cats get medicine. Well, now I might switch it because now it's an even day. Because I forgot yesterday. Hi. Can I clean your face before I give you these treats? Can I do that? Can we clean Mr. Beanie's face? Thank you, Charlene. Oh, that's gotta get complicated, son. Are some of them are okay with it, or do they all have a little bit of an attitude? You want to come up here so I can clean your face? Come on. You can do it. Come on. Up. Scoot. Come on. Over here. Yeah, come on. Bailey. Yes. Yeah. Come on up here. I'm gonna clean your face. Then you can have your treats. Hello, Gidge. Settle down. Let me see this face. Oh gosh. I gotta learn how to maneuver with braids again. There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. That was a sticky one, wasn't it? I didn't want to like poke him in the eyeball with a braid. Yeah, that's much better, isn't it? Did we get it all? Hold still, buddy. Let me... Yeah, this came out of your face. There's no treats in my hand. I'm just trying to see your face. Now you're okay. Thank you, Gidge. It's because he sees the treats. I should have waited to take the treats out until I cleaned his face. Hey, Melissa. Welcome in. He likes having his face clean, just not as much as he likes treats, you know? He has his priorities. Yeah, priority number 1 is being a hungry, hungry boy. It's actually very interesting because now I wonder how all the purple things on Beanie Cam would read on Face Cam, which is technically a better camera, but it's not doing as well picking up on color. Make sure there's no crumb left behind, Beanie. Oh. No crumbs left behind. Hi. Yeah, I know. Mr. Bainey loves his paste. Get down! Bainey. Sit. It's really funny at this point because he really didn't care in the first place. Battery raid. Also, central booking. Hello. And Luke, hi. Missy, thank you for the 19 months with Prime. Battery and Raiders, you're here just in time for Beanie to get his paste. Battery, if you have post-stream self-care, please don't let me keep you. But if you'd like to get cozy, we're gonna do some nails in just a little minute. I don't know if I should do some more testing or if I should just go with one of the things that I already tested. Are you all done? Is that paste very yummy? What a good boy. What a good boy. Hi, Panta. I'm doing okay. I'm indecisive on nails and unsure if things are gonna be okay with the manicure. But it's okay. Post-stream self-care sounds like a euphemism. I mean, okay, bye. Thanks, battery. It's more this purple. I'm surprised. I don't know. Maybe I need to adjust the white balance more, or maybe it's the ring light making it a little bit bluer on this camera. True tourney. Any hoozle. Yeah, I mean, I thought I was just gonna sit down and do it, but I don't know. Should I test this some more? Should I practice? Should I reconsider? Should I start from scratch? Starting from scratch seems like a bad idea. Starting from scratch seems like a recipe for frustration. Oh, the chomps. I forgot to update the chomp counter. Thanks for reminding me, Luke. I don't know if that's what you said that. I've thought about it, Flamingo, except I don't have a pic. I mean, I suppose I could get a picture of his butt. But also they don't have a default leave animation, unfortunately. I don't have very many past tests that are, what do I want to say, fully fleshed out ideas. Well, there's the fucking neon experiments, which was a disaster. Oh, we had that idea, the Valentine's mosaic, that I never did. This is all 12 days stuff. MSLP overthink, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if even that is allowed in emotes though, Torny. Like the implication of a butthole. Oh, there was the oat Manny. I don't think we ever did that. I don't know. I thought I was decisive, like as recently as just prior to stream. I thought I was pretty decisive. Turns out well, that's what it is. The implication of a butthole. The butterfly water marble should get revisited next month. No, like I feel like most of these we either did or we did not do for particular reasons. Wow, now we're back to the previous 12 days. This is very similar to what we're doing now, kind of, except it's actually... I don't think it's a pink with that's like looking blue. It's like actually like a blue. The infamous triple rainbow gradient. Oh, this. That's a very spring summery-ish. Hey, ma'am. Welcome home. And then another 12 days. A year, just like that. A lot of water marbles, a lot of stuff without very much testing. Or plain manicures. Whoa. So, nah. The weather's so weird. What are you guys thinking today of the bluer toned ones, which, to be clear, are done with this polish? That's what this polish looks like over black. $14, $17. Oofda, excuse me. I was considering 12. I also like 9, but possibly not with so many different colors. Like 9 done with only one color. Yeah. Oh, you guys, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I've just been being super, super indecisive lately. 8, 10, and 12. Hey, Glitter, welcome in. You're not too late. We haven't actually done anything yet. I don't know if I really need to do much to my nails. Maybe a tiny bit of buffing. I don't know if I should reinforce this one or not. Do I have autofocus turned off? glitter. Thank you so much for the
Holy crap,
26.
26 moss. Oi.
TTS lady. We have some considerable peeling going on here. Thank you so much for the 26-month glitter. Wait. Is that 26 oys? Wait. TTS lady has been slacking. Like, there's been... Usually she's quite generous, and I have her with quite generous settings. But a couple times lately, she's just been like, no. Sometimes even with things that... Who was it? Was it Entropy that said they had a website for testing TTS things? Camera, please. Camera, please. Hello. I guess that's why it has autofocus off. One to the right of 17. 12. The number, they were done kind of in batches, so some of the numbers are on the top and some of them are on the bottom. Disorganized. I do really like that one. Also, Bean is a perfect loaf. You flawless loaf, you. You. So, if I recall, this one is black with a coat of pink and then a burst of black from the center and then additional streaks of pink from the outside. $12 and $15. Yeah, see, like 12 and 13, I tried to like recreate kind of with 15 and 16, but they both ended up, I don't know. Well, I guess that's the problem, isn't it, Self? I have problems with every one of the designs on this page because I'm a nitpicker. Like, which would be hardest and which would be, like, easiest to do on the nail? I feel like the swirls are difficult, but I feel like the burst is difficult also if I want to keep it clean with more of a minimal center like this. Like, the center got kind of thick. What did I do differently? Great question. Could not tell you. And some of the swirl designs, like let's say 14 or 17, have the problems of both. Because I have to keep a line consistent, but then also we're tapering to points. So you gotta master the squiggle and the flick. Squiggle and flick. Yeah, 13 was outwards in. And a lot of people like that one, but I didn't like that one because so many, I felt like it was very chonky and clunky. I mean, even disregarding this one, which got out of hand, that stroke in particular, it turned out very, like, chonky. This one I just did on top of black instead of doing a coat of black and then pink and then black again. Hmm. And thinking also, of course, of working left-handed. mm. I think 12 is my favorite. I don't know if I want to put 12 on my nails. Like, would it look good as a full manicure? What do we call it? Somebody said it looked like a gemstone, which I can kind of see. This isn't what I want. This is what I want. Got a little snag on this nail too. Winter nails, y'all. Am I right? I'm tempted to reinforce it with gel, but that just never helps. I feel like it's just inevitable that the corner's going to come off now that it's peeled. It's just like a waiting game. 12. Torny. Hey, Fizz. 15. Yeah. I'm so bad at making decisions. I feel like my last several manicures, I haven't been able to make any decision, and I keep asking chat, and I feel like that's kind of a little bit of a cop-out. I'm just thinking, chat. I'm just considering just a little consideration and doing just a tiny bit of reshaping on my nails. Like just the tiniest bit of maintenance filing while I think about it, because like, oh my god, I should just do 12, because that's what I was thinking of. Like when I was thinking of doing a stream last night, because I was like, well, maybe it won't actually go that late. No, it did go that late. That's the one I was thinking of doing, and at some point between then and now, I became indecisive. For what? Maybe. Thanks. Yeah. Also, I haven't given you guys any flashlight time today, have I? Hold. What does this think of this in flashlight time? Still looks blue. Some of these... There we go. like the pinkier purpler tone. It's still just kind of tricky. The wheel, As they always say, if nothing else, it would let me know if the winner, like, made me angry. Poor little right thumb. Kind of on the long side. I can see myself being angry at what the wheel picks. Which, I mean, maybe is a good thing. I think I kind of already know what I don't want. I'm not positive that what I do want is going to turn out well on my nails. Is the problem. Artsy.
Objects being the same number of months as the boiling point of water in the Newton temperature scale.
Oh. What? Artsy, what? Boiling point of water in the Newton temperature scale. I'm so confused. What does that mean? What even is that? I've never even heard of that. I mean, that's like even lower than like if you can like that's like the same as like it's not the same. It's the you know what I'm saying. It's like 1 degree off of where water freezes, except I know that that's not the number that it represents, but that's the number that it's close to. Why 33? What is the freezing point? Is the freezing point 0? Like with Celsius? Have to ask him. I mean, if I made up a scale like that, I would leave notes. I hope you've been well, Artsy. Zero still freezing. So it's like 3 times as strong as Celsius. Strong isn't the right word, but... Still most of these growing out the staining. Except for the ones that were patched, which managed not to get stained. Probably Saito. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna trust past me that had made up my mind. And current me that is indecisive can just suck it. And hopefully future me will appreciate that I made a decision. Okay. Aside from like this peeling that I showed you guys earlier before I turned off the autofocus again because it was doing the wrong things. My nails are actually in pretty good shape right now. We don't have any patches, knock on wood. I also found Michael leather, so we can do all Orly, which makes me happy. He only had one reference point. Hey, Trina. I probably should take a break before I start the manicure. Am I gonna need anything else? I've got the brush. Base coat, top coat, color brush. I think we're good. I am gonna take a little quick break. Bean is cute. He's in such a nice loaf position. Hello, Mr. Loaf. You're a good boy. It would be a good position for those little hands that they get cats that are like make them look like little evil geniuses. Okay. I should add a bean loaf. Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean, you are a loaf. Okay. 12. Am I confident in this decision? No. Like, what in my brain determines what level of confidence I have in doing a manicure? Honestly. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway. Brains suck. I know. They are mean. I agree. If you need a break before we start the manicure, now is the time. Maybe you're also about to start a manicure. Is anybody going to do their nails with me? I'm going to play the BRB reel. Number 3, the nail reel. And, perfection. None of these are going to be perfect. Freehanding at all means accepting a certain level of Try and fail to stay awake. Alright, I will be right back. Thank you for your patience. Sometimes I hate taking breaks because I gotta get up and I'm stiff and it's uncomfortable, but you know what? Taking breaks are good for you, everyone. So you should take one too. But if for whatever reason you're not going to take a break, like maybe you already took one, or maybe I can't tell you what to do, then you can sit here and you can watch. Would you guys like me to start a cult? Hey Google, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
About 24 miles per hour, 39 kmph, but significantly slower when carrying coconut shells.
What?
Hades and Cookie Day? Let's go.
Hades, cookies in your mouth. Ah! I am not your kitchen mommy. Not for free, at least. Give me a snack, give me a snack. Break me off a piece of that snack bar. No. Dude, okay, I have a drawer of cheese. If my drawer of cheese begins to get empty, I feel slightly anxious. What if I run out of cheese? Hey Google, what's a fuckboy?
Is used as a noun in U.S. English as a derogatory term in a vulgar slang to mean a weak or contemptible man. Do you want to hear how is spelled?
Yes. Are them titties? Is that a plant or a person? Tree titties or person titties? I want to beat the pee-pee. I have to confess, it could be a little bigger for my vibration. Sure. Who needs gravy when you've got pussy sauce? You got it on with the robot, didn't you, bitch? Yeah, it's like a oof, it's like a yikes, it's like a come on, man. Imagine the water marble titties. I could water marble my titties. Before we start prepping our ice cream bucket, we'll be painting these titties with liquid latex, and sadly we won't be using sesh feet today.
Is spelled.
Whoa, these poop physics. Oh, let me clean you up, dirty girl. I'm sorry, what? That's flesh. That's chicken drumstick flesh. Am I secretly a fuckboy? Mr. Mother Fucker. Mr. Motherfucker. Why? Why was this beeped out? All you need to try and duplicate this scenario is modding API additional items bench rando bench or bingo UI menu escape bug modding API additional items bench rando bench or bingo UI menu modding API additional items bench rando bench or bingo UI. Anybody I may have missed while I was talking about water marbling titties, hello, welcome on in. My name is Colette.
Colette.
What? Jesus God. Okay, look. Okay. I just had an idea that might be a horrible idea. Would you like to hear it? Absolutely free money with no consequences. I feel like this would be exceptionally dumb of me, right?
Whoops.
You know, sometimes my intellect can be staggering. I have this on. This is ow! What? I object! Ow! Ow! I'm such a gamer. You're not getting out to threaten me again, bug motherfucker.
Too bad, boy.
Fuck. And I cannot emphasize this enough. You big old
We can continue this discussion
bitch with your corn dog ass looking pen.
Major
and I should just like pause here and just like check in with chat. Wow. So the plan almost was good. Maybe also I should pause. This is fine. Everything is fine and good and fine. I am playing it very well. I am.
Strum, non-copyright liar.
I do know the chicken dance. Oh wait, is it the one that goes dude, why are you fucking around with that bird anyway? Whoa. That was actually delightful. Had a rock shoved deep in his ass. The hardest gradient ever? Question mark, exclamation mark. You won't believe your eyes when you see how many polishes this uses. Rando Plus, Rando Stats, recent items, reopen city doors, satchel, SF core, skill upgrades, Trando Plus, and Transcendence. And maybe you can also have this glitch. It's very fine and perfectly good, even though there's apparently 2 menus on my screen right now at this very moment. I didn't drink it all during the run. That was after. So I'm 2 hours more tired and a cup of wine more wine. How did a Pokemon learn to build rocket launchers? Are there Pokemons with guns? Just in time to fuck me up. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. So when they do unto me, that's how they would like to be done unto. I don't understand that, but I definitely do understand that. Jesus. Beanie, are you okay? What was that? You sneezing? Jesus. Barbara Streisand do-do-do-do-do. Barbara Streisand do-do-do-do-do. Barbara Streisand do-do-do-do-do. Barbara Streisand. I hope everybody sleeps well. I hope I sleep well. well, sleeping wishes wash. It's just one of those days where you're like, oh, it's fine, and then you go about your life out into the world and you realize, oh fuck, my brain is made out of pudding. Sorry, chat, my bad. Oh. Would it shock anyone to know that that's another command that I'm not 100% sure how it works? Exactly, Flamingo. There's too much pudding. So much pudding that it broke it did. We'll need this. Okay, chat. Hi, Munchkins. Also, Sonia, welcome in. I don't know. Don't feel super confident. Alright, prepping with acetone. Make sure everything is clean and dry. Beanie? Mr. Bean? I hear you. Beanie. Hello? Can you get in your chair? Mr. Bean? He is, looking at me. I just fed him. Sometimes he just yowls after he eats. There you go. That's a nice spot for Baines. Hey, I see the beanie pets. Hold on just a moment. Let me finish this hand. Hey, Munchkins, GG watch streak. Hey, Kuro. Welcome in. Hope you're cozy. Nice boy. Hey, Coffee. Welcome in. Too close? Slightly too close. Maybe about like there. Munchkins with some pets. Yeah, what a nice Mr. Bean. Thanks, Birdie. I feel like I need it. Okay, you know what? It's fine. What could go wrong? It's only nail polish. If I don't like it, I can take it off. If I don't like it, I can edit the manicure that I just took off, even though it's not a tutorial. If I don't like it, I can catch an attitude and then put something else on my nails. Also, starting out with I didn't refill my water. Only got like less than half of a water. Starting out with clean dry nails, we're going to begin with a base coat. Today I'm using Holo Taco's Peely Base. You can use whichever is your personal favorite. What kind of soup battery? I'm really tired. Not as tired as last night. I suppose because it's not quite as late. These braids are a lot of work though, but it's worth it. I'm glad everybody likes it. Thank you, Whimsy. Let's cover it with Winkle Black, yeah. Sweet potato, miso, tofu, sesame seed, garlic, onion, salt, something. Okay. I know what most of those things are, but I don't know if I can imagine them all together. Oh, nausea. Oh, no. Frogging is like the saddest thing. It's just like, well. Yeah, I don't know if it was like true or if it's just like a joke. But it's called frogging because you rip it, rip it, rip it. That's what I was told. Yeah. Is that true? And it's so sad. And then I always have a hell of a time getting it back on the needles. Especially if there's been like anything cast on. I'm like, does this go here or here? Does this twist this way or that way? But the only other alternative is to leave a visible imperfection that would bother you for the rest of eternity. Excuse me. God, that really just cuts into my credibility, doesn't it? I'm trying to be serious and I'm fucking hiccuping. Except now you're done. Speed manicure, son. That's the way to go. Part of me wants to do something simpler. Yeah, I wish I had mattified Waste of Space before I took it off. But I started popping peelies before I saw, like Christine did a little short or whatever on it. With the whole collection matte. Ask what, battery? Did I miss it? Oh, yeah. I mean, it shouldn't, because it's not something I have any control over, but like a lot of things like that do matter. Even though they ought not. Oh. You didn't think you'd be awake enough to wait for the nail stream. You know, that's valid. Especially if you were aware of the schedule that I was following. Because honestly, I wasn't sure how long the 106 relay was going to take. Simply because there were so many different segments involving so many different runners, and like there has to be some amount of setup percent for that in between segments. The whole event was so nice. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I've never done matte via buffing. Probably, I mean, partly it's like an impatience thing, right? Like your manicure has to be dry to do that, not just like dry to the touch. Hey Weaver, welcome on in. I'm kind of surprised. Knock on wood again, but I'm kind of surprised I haven't managed to. Well, of course, it hasn't been real winter. Honestly, when it's like actually cold outside and it feels like your nails are like brittle, it feels so much more dangerous than when it's just like chilly outside. Okay, so liquid vinyl. Wistful Waterfall Lily. Did I notice that this was Wistful Waterfall Lily last time, or did I just think it was Waterfall Lily? I don't think Wistful needed to be in on that. Hey Dino. Did I say waterfall? Wistful water lily. I'm talking about the wistful, although like okay, look. Pay a limited amount of attention to me. Pay as limited amount of attention as you can while still perceiving my stream. No, wistful. Wistful. Fuck. Wistful. I don't know. I made up waterfall, or I understand waterfall is fake. Wistful is where I got fall. That's not that's like so like likely, honestly. Just hide that waterful lily. Annie Hoozle. No, I'm backing away from the waterfall slowly and hoping that you guys forget that I said that because I was confused. Back away from the waterfall. Anyway. For today's manicure, I'm going to be using a couple of Orly polishes. This pink is called Wistful Water Lily, and the black is Liquid Vinyl. I'll be using Liquid Vinyl as my base color, and then applying a coat of Wistful Water Lily on top. I'm talking so much. Hi, Naki. Okay. We summarize this all much summarier. Summarizier. For today's manicure, I'm going to start out with Orly Liquid Vinyl as my base color. Then I'll be applying a layer of Wistful Water Lily before I start with the freehanding. I still could have said that better. And I am going to apply this heavy enough that I should only need one coat, I think. Liquid vinyl is no joke if you don't know. It's not as good as one coat black, but you can get it to be opaque. You know what I mean? Like if I were to paint a really thin coat, you'd be able to see that it's like a little bit more on the transparent side. Whereas like one coat black, I literally don't think you could make not opaque. Wait, what tastes good? I missed something. Oh. Okay, and they were not gross, son. We're gonna do... Fuck, I don't know what to call it. We're freehanding. What are we gonna call this? You thought they were pretty good? I completely forgot about that whole conversation and existence of those. Spot's having a good night. You know what? It probably, it probably will look cool, even if it doesn't look exactly like we tested, right? There's a hair or something on there. Beanie watermark. Or possibly from my braids, I suppose. Very nice black. Oof. Yeah, so for anybody who's just getting here, we're doing number 12. Excuse me. And I'm hoping it goes okay. Do you ever sketch nail art ideas, Dino? All the ways I break your heart by denying you? A throat balm. That sounds like innuendo. Oh. Okay, I'm trying to give this just a little time to set because I did apply it pretty on the thick side. Also, I should be able to see this since I can't hear. I got the alerts muted. No, I'm doing a burst. I'm doing number 12. Cat loaves. What about not a cat as a loaf? What's the weirdest animal you could see loafed up? Grizzly bear loaf? Giraffe loaf? Or maybe big cats? Big cat loafs? Tiger loaf? Alligator loaf? Octopus loaf? Jellyfish loaf? Snake loaf? All the loaves. As many loaves as you could fit on the page. Noah's Ark of Loafs. Animals as different breads. Snake baguettes. Cats as French rounds. Crabs as croissants. Croissant. Cats are cinnamon rolls. Maybe drawing spiders would help you not be as scared of spiders. Did you know that spiders have cute paws? This is gonna be a transformation, chat. Well, they're kind of are daggett. Like, not, they don't fly with wings, but they fly on their silk. They like anchor their silk and then they like jump out in the wind. This is so wild. Like the fact that this is pink. Now I did consider, I'm still somewhat considering adding a layer of Seche Vite. So that I can try to fix things if I fuck things up, but you know, sometimes trying to fix things just fucks them up worse. Honestly. Yeah, it's blue on the brush. It's pink on the stem, though. Yeah, this is, the base color is so sheer and the shimmer is so powerful that over a dark color, the shimmer is just completely taken over. Like you can see the blue shimmer in here, but like I never would have guessed it would do this. Can we get an angle of the purplish here? There a bit. Of course, we're not on autofocus, but you can see like we go from much bluer there to like pinkier, purplier. Off table into water fountain. This is blasphemous. Well, I mean, if you wanted it ethereal, you would never start with a black base, though, right? I mean, I'm doing this because I know what it does. You have Googled the jumping spider mating dance. And do we have a verdict on their cuteness? Excuse me. No, you'd have to watch it to have a verdict, Dino, and I bet you won't watch it. The males are 8 legs of hell. I have a small lid, and I'm going to put out a bit of the black polish at a time. I've got kind of a medium-sized brush, and I'm going to be carefully drawing a burst at the center of each nail. Chad, I don't know. I don't know if I can make this look cute, chat. Whoa. Chat, I don't know. It could be worse. It's not that bad. It's not that good. Chat. Jumping spiders. I feel like we're getting a thicker center again, which was not supposed to be the vibe. Camera! How much of that was out of focus? Camera. Tutorial camera. What the... What the fuck? Tutorial camera fucked up super badly. Usually it's pretty good at autofocus. That was not. Well, okay. Dino, do these look like spiders to you? Where's the center? Here? Okay, I feel like this one's doing better, question mark? Mm. Give it to me straight, chat. How are we feeling? I feel like we're not as skinny as the first attempt, but we're also not as fat as the second attempt. I don't hate it. I don't know. I mean, of course I would love it if it was more precise, but I mean, reasonably... Okay, that is not straight, but hopefully it'll be fine. It's just like every time, like that was just like a really nice pull, and I feel like every time I do that, I'm like, well, why can't just every stroke be like that? That consistent, that opaque, that pointy, right? We're doing okay. This is okay. This is okay. Hmm. Like those two were just perfect. I don't know if you guys can even tell the difference because we're not that close. Like I could get uncomfy close, but I don't think that's really necessary. Just always the inconsistency. Hmm. Crooked. Those feel like the hardest ones to get on there. Hmm. Like the center of this one looks particularly lopsided to me. I don't know if fixing it is really... Hmm. Hmm. Shit. Like, it's just frustrating when you get a chonky end. Like, I'm trying to get the little flick. Yikes, dude. Maybe I should be waiting until I try to do those. Like, maybe I should just... Maybe I should be starting on the diagonals, these ones. Alright, I should get some fresh acetone. This is super, super dirty. Excuse me. So I think we ended up somewhere like in between those, much closer to this one, unfortunately. Like, how did I manage to do this one so clean? I honestly have no idea. Such a nice, skinny, neat center. I cannot fathom. But now we're gonna go from the outside in with more of the pink. So we'll see. Once I have the center burst on all the nails, I'm going to go back in with more of the pink, which turns into this kind of blue, obviously, over a darker color, and add in some streaks from the outside of the nail toward the center. Oh. Just like a little bit too heavy. Oh, I don't know, chat. I'm really hoping top coat has like some transformative properties here. Oh yeah. Chat. I'm nervous. I am nervous with how this is coming out. Nervous bad. I still don't feel like I used enough on the pinky. Hi Fruno. Hi Bowl. I don't know. I'm trying really hard to reserve judgment until I've seen it with top coat, but I don't know, chat. This whole endeavor may have been a mistake. I don't know. Is Beanie like chewing on his feet? I swear I hear like literal crunching. I don't know. Maybe I should have tried to pull it more into the chunky centers. Oh, son, I'm not doing a video on my hair tomorrow on YouTube. Okay, here's what we do. We clean up and we top coat before we fuck around in any kind of way on the other hand. I'm really nervous, chat. Maybe top coat will fix it. I just feel like it looks really messy. Of course, cleanup is a big part of that. Cleanup is important. Always do your cleanup, chat. Some of these I actually managed to get quite messy. I wonder if I would like it better if I added something to the center. Hi, Oat. GG watch streak. That's off center. Maybe, I don't know. I was trying to stick all Orly because my brain likes that. I mean, I probably have a Orly Holo topper somewhere. Oh, I think I might hate my nails. Maybe I should just top coat them. Maybe the top coat is the whole problem. I'm just deciding if I should put something else on them before I top coat. Hey, Amorexis. Welcome in. I... Maybe I should have drawn more toward the center. I mean, I could go back and add more. Super indecision powers. I don't. And I don't know if I'll like them better when they're top coated or if I should try to do something more to them before I top coat. Or if maybe I should have done this differently altogether. Once I've done the cleanup, I'm going to finish off with a top coat, and as usual, I'm using Seche Vite. Like, maybe this will help. Maybe it's fine. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm a big baby. I mean, it does help. Does it help enough? Glitter. That sounds very painful. Also, I'm having like a muscle twitch. Also, I smudged a nail. Because of course I did. I don't know if I'm looking at this clear-headedly. Chat, what do you think? Like, honestly. Like, thumbs up, thumbs down. It doesn't want to focus for shit. Come on here, camera. You guys like them? Okay, that's good. Maybe I'm just tripping. Oh fuck, I put another chip in here. Oh. I fucking swear to God, dude. Can I fix this? Thanks, Owl. Can I, like... God, look what I've done here. Well, of course, it doesn't fucking want to focus. I fucked up three of the 5 nails on this hand. Y'all aren't just fucking with me, right? I don't know why I dislike these so much. Yeah, I think that's a big part of what I don't like, son. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I managed to do that the first time. Like, I was trying not to make it too thick and it still ended up too thick. Having like hand spasms. I feel really tempted not to finish the manicure. That's how much I don't like them. This is the original for anybody who didn't see. I don't know how I managed to get the center that neat and tidy. Also, not just that they're thick, they're uneven. Like, literally, what did I do different when I did it the first time? I mean, I recall even recognizing at the time that it was, like, good. But I don't know how I did it. I don't know. I don't like them, Gidge. I don't know if I want to finish this manicure. And I'm having muscle spasms. So I don't know if I can finish this manicure. Okay, Gidge, I need something to put up tomorrow, is the problem. So do I just suck it up and finish this even though I don't like it, or do I start over? I could put the speed paint up, but I don't really want to. No. Not of nail art. Only of plain manicures. I don't like it when my hands don't match. I might do an accent nail other than the full manicure on my offhand, but I wouldn't do something completely different. Unless it's like for 12 days of Christmas or something. No gauge, because I haven't done any testing for a scoop marble and I have no idea if that would work. Hey V, we're deciding if I hate this or not. I kind of hate it. I guess we're deciding how much I hate it. And what, if anything, I can do about it, realistically. A sponge? No. Wait, for this number 12? No. It's purple. But this camera's picking it up pretty blue. Thank you. Excuse me. Part of the appeal of this is that it had a delicate vibe, like a facet. When the center is this thick, it loses that. It doesn't look like a facet anymore. That's why I don't like it. It just looks like, what? Nothing. Well, something. What's the idea, Gidge? Those are not very easy to use, Gidge. And they don't give you, what do I want to say? They don't give you, like, the flick. Like, in theory, you can use those to do stripes, but they're not that thin and they're not very easy to use. And they tend to leave marks in the polish unless it's completely dry. Like from the center outwards. I think I'd run into the same problem. Like, how do I leave any black behind when I was already trying to go as thin as I can go? Did I use... Wait a minute. Did I... Am I using the wrong brush? Oh fuck, I forgot that the VOD broke last time. Base. Hold on, chat. I'm checking the VOD. Why am I having hand cramps, chat? How I think I was just more on my game. Like, I didn't do anything different. I just did it better. Which is hard to compete with. Yeah, but I don't really want to do that, Ode. I want to stick with Orly polishes. Plus, that's not going to solve the problem. Same thing, Gidge. So here's how I see it. I roll with this. I pretend I like it. People will like it, because there's different people that like different things. Put my own prejudices aside. 2, start over. 3, question mark, question mark. Do the speed paint, I suppose. Step for a profit. I've really fucked up these 3 nails too. I'm glad you like them, Munchkins. I do not. Here we go, chat. Where are we going? I don't know. Elsewhere. We are going elsewhere. A big black bear at night. No. This is fine. It'll be fine. I'm half tempted to at least paint over these 3 too because they're dinged and damaged. In fact, maybe I will. Maybe I should. Maybe we should just be starting with a black base. Maybe I should. We're going on an adventure. Because it's not April Fool's, Gage. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe we just need a black base. Maybe this... Where we're going with this, I don't know. Maybe we're just gonna fix these nails. Maybe we're gonna go with a black base instead of a blue base. This is so messy. What's that, Gidge? A red bear in a firestorm? Ah. Gidge's favorite color is red, chat. That's the joke. Okay. I don't know why I'm having so many little spasms. They're just little guys, but make it epic. Okay, we're gonna clean this up. We're gonna consider, like, do we move forward with the pink? I really would like to. The pinky blue, the bluey pink. I mean, I could do just like one of the swirlish designs. I could do something else. The thing is that most of what I was thinking about with this was like freehand designs, and I'm just always so fucking disappointed by my freehanding designs. Water Marble requires lots of testing, plus Water Marble March doesn't start until next week. Could either do it like a French tip sort of a crosshatch thing, or I could do it across the whole nail. Oh. Maybe something like would we like it more even? Would we like it more centered? Would we like it more toward the tip? I kind of like it like originating like from the base, like a slightly heavier toward the cuticle type of a situation. I'd probably only do it once, but you know what I mean? Okay. We have direction. We have a plan. Now, chat. Now, we regret whatever the fuck I said during reviewing the polishes, because we're not going to be using them like I think I said we were going to be using them. Mm. Yeah, that might work. Hopefully I didn't show any bottles too extra long or anything. It'll be fine. That's minor. See, chat, you know the secret. You know that there's a whole entire fucked up manicure under here that may or may not actually have been fucked up. TBH. For B&H. Oop. That might have been too much. I might need to fix that. Too much cleanup. Fan brush is, in theory, really easy also. In theory. Let me fix this. I would like to say that this is all obviously past me's fault. Because I didn't fully resolve the manicure. I bet at some point in the beginning of this stream, I said the words, I don't know why the one turned out better than the other one. And I didn't even try to do testing to figure it out. I was just like, well, we'll cross our fingers. And we crossed our fingers, and what happened? Nothing. Well, something. The crossed fingers didn't do shit is what I'm getting at. So, like, I wanted to just move along, and I was like, I want that on my nails, and I was like, I've already tested it. I've already done it. But just because I did it doesn't mean I know how I did it, and that actually became problematic, right? This is a lesson I shouldn't still have to be learning. This is a lesson I've learned many times before. Hi, potato. Especially when I'm grumpy and not cutting myself any slack. Things are more likely to be hard, and they're more likely to piss me off. Which is a winning combination, obviously. We are making a new manicure potato after we failed and fucked one up. Well, okay. After we failed and did one that I didn't like. I honestly don't know. I could wake up in the morning and be like, Colette, you are such an idiot. Why didn't you just finish that original goddamn manicure? Or I could wake up in the morning and be like, Colette, that was a very smart move. Depends how good these come out. Yeah, past self was fine with it. Past self was wrong. Past self was an idiot. Also, I will say one thing One Coat Black has got me very spoiled on is cleanup. This black is not as easy to clean up. It's staining my cleanup brush. And my cuticles. It's a good black. But One Coat Black isn't only really good because it's opaque. Like, it has other things going for it too. But my brain likes matching brands. Scrapping tonight? Probably not. Not at this point. Maybe somebody else is scrapping. I wish we could scrapping. We should be done by now. We could have been done by now. We could have been done an hour ago. Could and should have been done an hour ago. Yeah, that emote is perfect. Should just put a post-it note up right where I can see it that says, "Don't do that again." What is that? That is do something that you know you're not supposed to do. Beanie over there chewing his toes again. Okay. I like this. Cold office, best office? I don't like the cold. Yeah, I guess we're rolling with the dirty napkin, whatever, it's fine. I could get a new napkin. I have a small lid that I'm going to use to put out some of the pink. And then I'm going to be using a fan brush, and I'm going to make sure that it's kind of spiked out before I dip it into the polish. Make sure that it maintains those spikes. You can kind of spread it out against the edge of the lid if you need to. And then I'm going to draw kind of up at an angle from one side, get a little bit more polish, and then the other side, and repeat that for all my nails. Do we dig it? Please tell me you dig it, chat. Oh, that one got a little bit weird. I'm gonna just... Some of them are like a little bit better than others, but I think overall, like, they're cute. Like, the thumb turned out really good. Okay, you know what? It's fine. I'm fine with this. I like this better than the other thing. It's way simpler. Almost feels like, does this even need a tutorial? Which is another thing that I have problems with. Y'all don't need me to tell you how to do this. Therefore, my contribution is useless. A tutorial on boiling eggs. Okay, well, I can. Well, okay. Oh, that one was kind of a messy one. I don't love that, but I'll just do a little bit of that. Well, Daggett, we're on our second manicure. If that answers your question. What's that meme? This is trash, I'm trash, everything I touch is trash. vibes. Oh, that's kind of chunky. I'm not mad at it. That's another really good one. Completely different than the other thumb, like way chunkier. The thumbs are good. They're all a little different. They're each a unique... snowflake. I was trying to think of things that are unique. Oh. Better I'm not. I'm not. I hope so. Somebody had the nerve to... Well, never mind. I'm not going to rant. Several weeks ago, someone complained that they didn't have the color I was using. This is the second manicure battery. Because the first one made me so sad and angry. No, somebody on YouTube. Some fucking YouTube comment. And I had to inform them in as least attitude as I possibly could summon within me that you do not need to use the exact identical colors that I am using in my tutorial. You can use a similar color from a different brand. You can use a completely different color from a different brand. Excuse me. There's a part of me that wants to go back and like mess with these. I'm not gonna do it. Like add in like one more there, you know what I mean? Gosh. I don't know how long this has been popping it out. I should have locked that a long time ago. They're pretty good. Like right there. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. But I'm going to. Don't overdo it. Stop the air ahead. Oh. You like the original one, Al? Yeah, I didn't. Oh no, kitten, that's the worst. Do you have a little treat maybe, or a good drink at least? Perhaps some Pez. I bet Pez would get that taste out of your mouth. Oh, you DIY'd a topper? Nice. Almost feel like I could touch that particular one up with some black. Okay, that's it. Don't do any more, Colette. Don't push your luck. Much can I know it. CZ, thanks. Like I'm tempted right there too, but I'm, you know what? It's like my right hand. It's not even that big of a deal, right? It's not. It's literally not. Oh. Also, I know Oat and Gidge are here. I'm not sure if there's anybody else around right now who participated in the 3 days of Hollow Knight shenaniganery that just wrapped up, but GG's. It was so lovely. I feel guilty sometimes that my anxiety keeps me from participating. Like, I feel like I should. Like, I enjoy it so much. And I mean, I know I'm capable because I have done stuff before, but God, it's just so fucking stressful. But everybody did such a great job. Yeah, I love watching Hollow Knight with commentary and, you know, little braces and stuff and showcases. I think I do like a little race showcase a little bit more than just, like, not even rooting for anybody, just like seeing like a really close race or seeing how 2 different people do the same thing is really fun. And the races were really close. Yeah, the Zero Geo was impressive. Rando Day, I mean, maybe I'm biased. Rando Day was fantastic. Like, literally. And the other days were good too or whatever, but like literally I feel like Rando had like all the heart of all the things that I love the most about like rando and modded Hollow Knight content. Yeah, calming is really stressful. I've already calmed once in the last year, you guys. That's like as often as I can manage, kind of. Yeah, all the stuff should still be available as VODs. Hopefully somebody gets it highlighted on the channel so it's all saved. I want to fix just right here. Like that. That one's a little bit crooked. No, it's not. It's better. I mean, probably not all. Oh, that can be tough sometimes, Margot. I've calmed my own gameplay before, but it wasn't solo. It was in a co-op and there was a host on GDQ. I don't remember what the name of the hotfix was. Fuck. I don't know what most of those words mean, but I'm glad you had fun. You know what? That's good too, though. You know, that's relatable for people too. Doing rando fast can be really challenging. I feel like I'm least happy with this one, but I'm not going to fuck around with it anymore. I mean, rando, there's more hard skips that have applications in rando than in any speedrun category. And finally, I'll finish off with top coat, and as usual, I'm using Sesh Feet. Now these nails are thick and chunky. Whoa. I'm really sad that I couldn't get the other ones to look like I wanted them to look, but I'm glad that I redid them. We'll do some flashlight time too. I like both of the thumbs a lot. Alright, we got like chonkier streaks here. We got like finer streaks here. The longest nail art? Oh, I don't know, potato. Because usually when I do nail art, I use peel off base coat, so it doesn't wear very long. But like, a manicure without peel off base coat can last like several weeks. I hope Baldur's Gate 3 was good curl. I am actually just about to wrap up after we do a little bit of flashlight time, unfortunately. I guess I could unmute my alerts and stuff now. I hope I didn't miss anything else while they were muted. Oh, an hour ago there was a follow. Leaf, if you're still here, I appreciate that. This one turned out really fucking clean and symmetrical too. Wow, that's a like a flawless. I mean, a lot of them look cool, but that one like looks like almost like herringbone. Like they overlapped so neatly. It's almost like herringbone. That's really cool. And then this one is like the messier side of it, and then this one is just like a little heavier on one side. I actually really like the variety in this. You know, usually I want my nails to look the same. And if I had to pick one to all look like, it would be this one. Or one of the thumbs. Because I also really like the effect they have. Like this is also like it goes like cuticle to tip really evenly. I don't know. Anyway. Until the game crashed. No. Is it like known for doing that or? Ooh. Oh, 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 oh. Where's that purpley pinky? It's really hard to catch the purple shift. But like y'all can see it shifty. It's just it's easier to see some of the shift in person than on camera. I'm gonna be talking for like as long as I have these braids in about how different cameras show things differently. Every camera I probably have right here, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, probably all would show my hair a different color. Because purple is a complicated situation apparently. Oh, this one. That one's so good. Wait, what? I didn't count. Yeah, we did about 3/4 of a manicure and I decided I hated it. So we regrouped. Bruno, did I say hi? This was, I think I said hi on you earlier. Things were different. This one didn't take long. And working in this color scheme, I didn't have to start all over. It's under here. If we could excavate my nails, it's under here. Also, I started stream with my nails ready. I took off my last manicure while I was watching the 106 relay. Ania Fairy, oh no. I would say maybe, I mean, I don't know, it depends if you didn't ask me for advice, I'm just like putting it out there, but if you want, like if it's just like half a plain manicure, well, I don't know, other than just getting faster, but if it's like a nail art, I would say maybe accent nails. Accent nails are the savior of not having enough time or focus. I think it was great, Jake, and it was 3 days. I watched almost all of it except for the stuff that was very early this morning. and I really, really enjoyed it. So many good things. So many people participated. I was just saying, I feel like a little guilty that I didn't do something over 3 days. Yeah, oh, you were working hard every single day. Yeah, I like, if I were to say, like, you know, somebody's like, well, what should I watch if I go check the VOD? I don't even know. There were so many good things. I don't even know. Nice, Jakin. That's a little bit more important than HK7 year. Just slightly. Yeah, like, Rando Day was my favorite day. It was. I liked all the days, but Rando Day was really my favorite day. Just because, like, Rando stepped up. Rando stepped up. The Plando was really good, but even just the seeds that were used for some of the other stuff were chef's kiss Rando moments. You know, progress at NMG, progress at, you know, all the good spots. Yeah, the glitch Rando was really good too. It was harder to follow, but also it was still really cool. And the fact, like that they were still so close with literally the entire game open to them, and the ending was still so close. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of really close matches. Yeah. I was just saying, I don't know, has Rick's still been doing that? I feel like I didn't see Rick's around very much, but hopefully somebody will make sure to get those highlighted. I know last time I asked, the YouTube situation was still kind of unsorted. But hopefully they at least get highlighted on Twitch, because that was an excellent HK7 year. And just like the organization and the amount of, you know, to have restreamers for 3 straight days of events practically. Well, not 3 straight days, I guess, but three long days of events. Yeah. Yeah. And thankfully there's not too many VODs. Like, it seems like, again, shout out to the restreamers. Like, restreamers only had to switch a couple times per day. But I would watch anytime there's stuff on the community channel. I try to watch it because I just really like commentated Hollow Knight. Also, for anybody that's just getting here, this is the color that this is done with amazingly. It's pink. My nails are pink. Do you see? Oh, you participated, you completed your segment, you won. Okay? Everybody who participated was a fucking winner. I'm a loser because I didn't participate. That's how I kind of feel. I'm serious. This is serious. This is this. Well, at least not on a black nail. I mean, you're not, by the way, like, if you want, like, regular this, you can have it. It still has a lot of the blue shimmer to it, but obviously over white or over your nail, you're going to get, I mean, your nail is also, well, pink and white. You're going to get more of the pink. The blue popping out is strictly an over black special. Oh, it's way over there. I would grab the black notebook, but it's far away. Anxiety, Jacob. Anxiety. Anxiety made me a loser. Especially because the last time I calmed, things went not smoothly. All of this is my fault? Probably somehow. Depending what all and what this. Excuse me. Would anybody really want to listen to that during comms or anything? I guess if I had actually participated, then you wouldn't have to hear me. Maybe one day. Maybe, I'm not promising anything. Maybe if there's Room Rando and Rando Day next year, I'll participate. Maybe. You wouldn't be here still playing Rando if I hadn't said, thanks for the follow! No! Oh, shut the fuck up. I said maybe. I'm tired. I gotta edit this fucking shit now. Ew. No. Hi dwarf. Hi, thank you. Hello. Dwarf, I hope you had a good stream. Please don't, if you don't, please don't let me keep you if you have post-stream self-care to do. Hi Raiders, my name is Colette. I'm a nail artist, not a very good one, and a variety streamer. Questionable. There's 2 manicures on this manicure. 2 manicures. Wait, since when am I kind of cracked included in that intro? What? No. Thanks, dwarf. I like these a lot better. I'm disappointed in myself because I feel like this was preventable. I feel like I could have massaged this idea out of my brain without doing 75% of a manicure that I hated. Right. Oh. It's fine. If I hadn't dilly-dallied and procrastinated and not done nails on Wednesday before HK 7 years started, we wouldn't be having this conversation at all. Now would we? I'm gonna find somewhere to send you guys. I was thinking about switching to Lethal or some Hollow Knight or something, but I'm not. I'm not up for it. Dwarf, end your stream. You're still in my follow list, dwarf. Can I raid you back? I'm gonna raid you back. No, I'm not. I could. Or maybe I just needed to refresh. What are you feeling like, chat? You did end, but you did forget for a minute. Maybe that's why it was still there. I feel like usually, you know, streams go away when they're over. Become a great asset. I'm some other evening, perhaps. Math said I should have clipped it. Was I on mobile? There was a reason I didn't clip it. Math said if I start great aciding for 10 p.m. his time, he'd lethal. Oh, Torny. Yeah. You know, one time I threw my entire back out throwing a pop can into the recycling bin. So I can relate to that, Torny. I hope you like maybe do you have like a rice baby? Maybe rice baby it before you go to bed. Maybe it'll feel better when you wake up. So, like, we have a back door out onto the porch, and next to the on the porch next to the door is the recycle bin. I opened the door. I turned a slight turn and put the can into the bin, and my back became extremely in pain, and I almost couldn't turn back just to straight forward facing or move. And it was after I'd had some other back problems, but like, you know, I had been being careful in my back and had, you know, was still being like somewhat mindful, but I just didn't know that much of a turn, like, I'm not even joking, y'all, that much of a turn at the wrong angle, the wrong tiny precise fucking angle, like, dude. And I literally, like, I mean, if you've ever like thrown out your back, you know, like, it's the most fucked up thing. You can't move. Everything hurts. Standing, sitting, getting up, sitting down, moving your arms, breathing. Like, it's the wackest thing. Anyway. I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't had any back issues for a while. But for a while, I mean, I had several. Not like all the time, but like enough times that I have a lot of sympathy for anybody that has like chronic, any kind of chronic back issue, because it's fucking no joke, dude. It's so hard to do anything. Probably second worst pain I ever had, back fuckery. The worst pain I ever felt, I think, goes to when I fucked up my shoulder a couple months ago, and I still don't even 100% know what I did. I'm gonna send you guys here. I don't know about this game. I think it's maybe scary or creepy. But like, Seth is cool, so I'm gonna send you. Yeah, the closest I can figure for the shoulder pain is because I snoozed off in a car seat without the little armrest down, so my arm was just hanging, and something about that inflamed or whatever, like, man, God, that was like the worst weekend ever. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, dead bodies are, you know, not cozy. So I guess kind of slight possible content warning. Seth is playing mortuary assistant. So if you do not think you're into that, I mean, I think that's understandable. I don't have a lot of people going right now. Good night, munchkins. An ear infection that lasted over a month. Oh my gosh. I bet that, yeah, I could see how that would really, I've never had an ear infection, but like ears feel like there's so many like nerves and stuff there. Yeah, is that like the what do they call it? Something else here, where they like have like the entire like nervous system of a body like plasticized. Bodied something. What the fuck was it called? I've been to that. It came to the Science Museum. It was interesting, but also like swapped ears. Oh no. Yeah, kitten. I wonder if it was the same one I saw, because I think they have like a small handful of like exhibits, and they have like mostly the same stuff, but then like a few different things, because they're all made from, you know, scientific cadavers. Body Worlds, that's what it was called, I think, when it came here to the Science Museum. God, that was probably 20 years ago. Oh. It was fascinating, but yeah. I don't remember being super squicked out. I do remember I don't remember what was in there. There was like, they had like the exhibit, and then there was like a part of the exhibit that was like curtained off, that was like somehow even more extreme, and I don't remember if I went into that portion of it. Yeah. Really, Zia. Even though they're like, because everybody in it was like people that had donated themselves for that, isn't it? Wasn't it? I hope so. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to like go back if I had the opportunity again, honestly. I don't think I need to see more of that. Interactive Van Gogh exhibit. Ooh. That sounds cool also. I think that one came here, but I did not. In fact, that might have just been last summer. I think the tickets were really expensive, though. I don't remember. Chat, I'm gonna send you to Seth. There doesn't seem to be anything too creepy going on right now. I don't see any corpses at this particular moment. Tomorrow. It's gonna depend how late I'm up editing. I would really like... There are several things I would really like to do, and I don't know which one I'm gonna end up doing, but I do plan to stream if I get an okay amount of sleep. So I'm gonna raid you to Seth. Here is a direct link in case you get left behind. And what is this menu? I hope that's not about to end. Oh, caps lock, whoops. You're welcome, Kuro. Thank you for the raid. Thank Dwarf for the raid. Thank Battery for the raid. And did I Discord already? I'll keep you guys updated in Discord with when I wake up and what the plan is for tomorrow. Thank you for being patient with me, Chad. This is another let's test your patience with Colette's perfectionism. I'm so much happier with this, though. I'm really glad that we changed it. Thank you, Dwarf. You're welcome, Kitten. You're welcome, Bjorto. Hi, are you saying goodbye to everybody? Yeah. Say good night. Good night. Say meow. Good boy. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Have a great rest of your day or night, and I hope I'll see you all next time. And if you are in the future on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe. And if you'd like to join me live for nail art, twitch.tv/Colette MSLP. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you got to see the secret manicure that will never see the light of day. Unless I figure out how I made it small centered in the first test. Then maybe I can actually put it on my nails. I really don't know how I did it. I went back and looked at the VOD. I still don't know. I got good. Then I got ungood. But I hope you all enjoyed, and thanks for watching.